Greetings, brothers and sisters of Creed. I'm Mr. Assassin. Today I'm bringing you my Blacklight video game review. And Blacklight is another free game on Steam for MMO first-person shooters. And unlike War Incorporated, it's actually alright. It's not fantastic. It's not War Incorporated. And War Incorporated is kind of like my new ranking system for the worst of the worst. However, nothing will be as bad as that. And probably from my last video, you guys will probably thought that I don't like MMO shooters. They're okay. Just like any other game, I like games based on what they provide for me. If they provide sucky material and sucky stuff, I'm going to think it sucks. But if they provide me with good stuff, I'm going to play it and I'm going to think it's alright. Now, Blacklight is a futuristic setup. It's not your classic shooter where it's World War II weapons or it's modern weapons. It's completely futuristic in every single way. The difference in this game versus other shooters is the fact that it brings up a heads-up display that basically is like X-ray vision as you're seeing now. I forget what this view is called, but basically what it does is it brings up the scans of all enemies, which this is a free-for-all match by the way, all enemies, and it brings up where your credit stations are. And credit stations I'll get into later. That's the first thing this game has going for it that makes it better than War Incorporated, is that it has several different ways of playing. There's free-for-all, team deathmatch, capture the flag, capture the station, and a whole bunch of other games. And they're all really fun. They're awesome. Now, the thing about it is that this game is so futuristic that it stands alone in futuristic gaming. That alone, the vision is in a league of its own. It's very, very helpful, but very, very hindering at the same time, because you can see where enemies are, but you can't see the walls or through. The walls disappear completely, so you don't know if there's a wall there or not between you and them, which gets kind of annoying over time. Now, at credit stations, back to the credit stations anyway, you earn credits during the game, and there are two types of credits: ones that you spend in the marketplace afterwards, and after the game, and ones that you spend in game. You get so many credits you get to heal yourself. You get and replenish your ammo. You get so many credits. You get a flamethrower. You get so many credits. You get a mech suit. And unfortunately, you won't see the mech suit in this game per se, because it's a free for all, and usually no one gets that many credits to get a mech suit. Now, the mech suits change the game. It's kind of like, you know, playing Call of Duty and throwing a juggernaut into the mix, and you're like, oh my gosh, there's a juggernaut, and everyone focuses their fire on it. But it's a weird thing, because focusing your fire on a mech doesn't really kill it. It just makes it matter and kills you much, much easier. Against every game that I've played, the mech really just runs out of ammo and then it goes away. No one really blows it up, but you are able to if you get your rocket class out, which if you're low level like me, you don't have a rocket class. Which is another thing that drives me nuts about MMO shooters, is the fact that you have to buy everything. There isn't a set layout that is just, you know, your use. You know, it's not the level 1 layout, which would be fantastic if everyone could just have their pick of a crappy weapon that they get at level 1, whether it be rocket or machine gun, you know, like they get to customize their class. That would be fantastically awesome. But no one does that for some reason, except for a few games that I do know. And so that presents a problem for me. It's not a big problem, but it does get annoying at times when I'm fighting these level 5 guys that have rockets and they're blowing up my mech. It sucks. Completely. There's no class systems. There's not really a class-based system. You know, there's no like medic or scout or anything like that. It's just the guns that you use. And that's really what the game is. It's a very simple game. I mean, there's not much to it. There's no story to it. There's no, like, it's a revolution and you have to fight and kill all the rebels. Like, no, it's not like that. It's just two teams killing each other. It's almost as simple as Team Fortress 2 if Team Fortress 2 didn't have a storyline, which it does. So it's much more simpler than that. I've really covered everything about it. This is such a simple game. And there's not enough to complain about because they kind of got it good with a minus a few things that I talked about. If they could make the they could have made the vision a little bit better, you know, a little bit easier to see, and they could have made the leveling up system a little bit easier. Other than that, this is an alright game. It's not fantastic. I wouldn't pay money for it, but I'm not going to delete it anytime soon. It's just going to be that game where if I'm on the internet and I don't want to play any of my other games, I'll hop on and see how good I do, which I'll probably suck because I wouldn't be playing it all the time, but I may be good at it. So I give it a 5 out of 10, a 2.5 out of 5, you know, the whole middle ground ranking system. So, as always, brothers and sisters of the Creed, until our paths meet again, safety and peace.